Hi everyone, and thank you for listening to my reflection on inclusive pedagogy in early childhood education. In this reflection, I'll be sharing my thoughts on how we as educators can create inclusive learning environments that value cultural diversity and actively work to address prejudice starting from the very early years of life. Inclusive pedagogy isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. It's about recognizing and respecting every child's unique identity, background, and abilities, and ensuring that they feel safe, welcomed, and seen in our learning spaces. For me, inclusive education starts with relationship, knowing each child deeply, listening to their stories, and creating spaces where they feel truly belong, as highlighted in early years learning framework. Belonging is essential for children to thrive, to learn, and to grow. One of the most important aspects of this work is embracing and celebrating cultural diversity. Children begin noticing differences very early on. They may see that someone looks different, speaks another language, or eats unfamiliar food. These observations are totally natural. Our role as educators is to help children make senses of these differences in a positive way by encouraging curiosity, empathy, and respect. In my classroom, I strive to embed cultural diversity across all parts of the day. I include books that features characters from different backgrounds with different family types and abilities. I make sure the dolls and play materials reflect a range of skin tones. We sing songs in different languages and I invite families to share their cultural traditions, whether it's through cooking, music stories, or celebrations. These practices help children see diversity as normal and beautiful. They also affirm the identities of children from cultural diverse families, which help them feel valued. But I also know that it's not enough to just celebrate different. We also have to confront bias and prejudice. Even with every children notices when someone is excluded from play or when certain toys or roles are assigned based on gender or skin. They absorb messages from world around them, both good and bad. And when we see unfairness happening, we should gently intervene, not to shame, but to help children think certainly and critically grow. Self reflection is also a huge part of inclusive pedagogy. It constantly asks myself, am I giving each child an equal voice? Are my own assumptions affecting how I interact with certain families? Inclusive teaching means continuously learning and improving. It takes humility and a willingness to challenge our own beliefs. I also believe that families are partners in inclusion. We cannot do this work without them. Building strong, respectful, and collaborative relationships with families help ensure that everyone feels valued. Sometimes this means offering transition, meeting outside of work hours, or simply listening more than we speak. These partnerships help us understand a child's full context and make better decisions for their learning. Finally, it's worth remembering that inclusion is a right, not a privilege. Our job is to make sure these rights are upheld every day in every classroom with every child. In conclusion, inclusive pedagogy in early childhood is about more than just adding diverse books or celebrating cultural holidays. It's about seeing very children as worthy, every family as valued, and every moment as an opportunity to build a more kind, fair, and inclusive world. Thank you for listening.